Good evening. We are back at Walmart for our weekly Walmart shopping trip. This is the Walmart in Eureka, Missouri. We actually went Friday night, July 1st. I normally go on Monday, but Monday would be July 4th, and there's no way I'm going on a holiday. So their pineapple is down to $1.98, which is pretty cheap. It's normally, when it's not in season, it's $3.98. I wanted to buy a whole bunch of pineapple to can, but my husband looked at it and smelled it and touched it, and they're underripe and they smell a bit moldy. So no pineapple this week. That's why they're on clearance. Corn is for a dollar, which is really good because a couple months ago corn was like 79 cents for one. So for a dollar is really good. I was looking at this pineapple. It did have a different label, but still was not that good. So there are salads, veggies. It's looking pretty good. And they actually had potatoes this week. I was so happy. So I got a bag. I don't know how much was it. Is it 10 pounds? However, bag, 257. It gives you like 18 potatoes. And I buy them because I've been dehydrating them for long-term storage. So in the winter, I can make scalloped potatoes and hash browns without worrying about it. Just looking at the different veggies. And a couple empty spots, but overall, looking pretty same as it has the last couple weeks. I bought a bag of carrots. That price is the same. I got 2 heads of cauliflower. That is the same. So it seems like the fresh fruits and vegetables, the price has not really been fluctuating like the canned goods. And they did have a fresh batch of jalapenos. So I did buy like 8 pounds of jalapenos. I can all that stuff. Here we are, the watermelon, $3.98. Remember a couple months ago when they tried to charge $7.98? And so, oh wait, that's the fish. Fish is looking low, but here in Missouri, that seems pretty consistent looking low. And then remember, this is the beginning of 4th of July weekend, so I don't know what is natural food shortages or holiday food shortages. Definitely a lot of holiday food shortages. And bratwurst, we did end up picking up a pack of bratwurst so we can grill them and have our own little mini barbecue. Not going anywhere for 4th of July. I normally go to my sister's, but my nieces are now teenagers and they want to hang out with their friends. Not a problem. I just want to stay home and make sure my new cat doesn't freak out from all the sounds of the fireworks. So, not going anywhere this 4th of July. The chicken, you saw the chicken was looking a little low. Looking in Robert really wanted some chicken wings, and there's a guy with a pallet of stuff. And the chicken wings they had were breaded. He prefers the unbreaded. And then we went to our local grocery store after this, and all of their chicken wings had severe freezer burn. Look at this. Corn. Why is there corn right here? Again, these middle cooler sections, they have just been filling with random crap when it used to be specific items. So anyway, looking at the chicken, going back to the chicken, my local grocery store, the chicken wings were freezer burnt. This is all breaded. So we are not having any luck finding chicken wings for this weekend. And that is a bummer. Price wise, I don't know. The cost of chicken. I've heard lots of people say the cost of chicken has definitely increased. I cannot give you specific numbers because I have not paid full price for chicken for a while. I had a bunch that I bought a couple months ago on sale, and so that's one thing I have not been keeping track of because I haven't had to buy chicken for a while. And, okay, so here is an end cap of clearance. Remember a couple weeks ago when I was complaining about these Stranger Things brownie mixes? Someone had opened them all to steal, like, the wafers out of them. Well, Walmart sealed them up and put them on the clearance aisle and took $3 off. I did not buy any. This is the first time I've seen this clearance end cap. I think a couple weeks ago this had a mayo display. So I guess there was enough merchandise food wise that they clearanced out that they had a whole food clearance. I found that interesting. But yeah, remember I made a couple weeks ago I said that whole end cap was ruined. Well, this is how they fixed it. They taped the boxes back up and put it on the clearance end cap. $3 off. Brownie mixes were good, but don't want to buy something someone opened. Cheese, eggs. So I did not buy any eggs, but that price went down. So the price of eggs went down 30 cents. It's good to see that Walmart will actually lower prices when the market price goes down, because I'm always worried that all these stores that are raising their prices and they're making a good profit, why would they lower it back? Well, Walmart did actually lower the cost of eggs. Cream cheese, I did not buy any cream cheese, but that went up crazy, $4.48. A couple weeks ago, it was $3.98. And butter also went up 40 cents. Last week I paid $3.48. It is now $3.98. So in 1 week, butter and cream cheese has went up 40 cents. That is ridiculous. Remember, a couple months ago, butter was only $2.48. So that means the price of butter has doubled in a couple months. That is crazy. So we went over. My favorite milk is Fairlife. That red bottle at my local grocery store, it is $4.98. So here it's $3.98, a whole dollar cheaper. I would love to buy it here every week, but it's rarely in stock. It was actually in stock today, so I bought 2 bottles. The expiration date is like a couple months out, so that's great. Cream cheese, sour cream. I did pick up a tub of sour cream. I can't really give you a price comparison because it's been a while since we've bought sour cream, but I'm sure it went up too. Everything has went up. That cottage cheese, I love cottage cheese, but I felt like $4.32 was a bit high, so I did end up buying the Great Life Walmart brand for $1.98. Just all dairy products and cheese products is just going up drastically. So anyway, I like cottage cheese, so I grabbed a tub of that. And I see Robert has picked up a couple items. So going to the soda, it's a good thing I did not need any Dr. Pepper this week. There was no of the big cubes of Dr. Pepper. There was the 12 packs, but I prefer the 24 pack. It's a better savings. But I didn't need any this week. I didn't go through my whole cube from last week, so we're good there. Bread. Again, I like that Nature's only, and they only had wheat. And that's like $3.18 at my local grocery store. It's $3.68. So I was disappointed. That's 2 weeks in a row that I haven't been able to get white. I like white bread. I know it's not the best for you, but I don't care. It's what I grew up on. I like white bread. And I thought about bunny, but Robert doesn't like bunny for whatever reason. We like it to say butter bread. And so he did find, what was it, Sara Lee? And that was cheaper. It was $2.74. So I might, if we like that, I'll start picking that up. Oh, and this is the hot dogs and hamburger buns. Of course it's empty. It's 4th of July weekend. So that is just a holiday shortage to be completely expected. But it's a Friday night, so I feel bad for everyone shopping on Saturday for the weekend. Hopefully Walmart will restock. Otherwise, you're not going to get any hamburger buns here. So yeah, grabbed the Sara Lee. He got some coconut water for him and peanut butter. I'm fully stocked on peanut butter, so I can't tell you like all the price increases, but you know they raise the price. I mean, when there's a shortage because of anything, whether it be like, you know, the Jiffy contaminated, the other brands are going to raise their price. You know they are. They're going to take advantage of the situation. So tell me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure peanut butter has went up just like everything else. Pop-Tarts looking a little low. Cereal, a lot of empty spots. This is Friday night. I don't normally go on a Friday night, so I would think a Friday would be well stocked to prepare for the weekend. I did see a couple people moving pallets around, but those pallets looked like household goods and not food. So yeah, I don't really know. We needed to pick up some smoked paprika. I did get the Great Value for $1.98. Correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't the Great Value, I'm sorry, $1.94. Weren't those used to be 98 cents? Seems like they increased that a whole dollar. Much cheaper than the organic brand though. Sugar is well stocked. Flour is well stocked. I got some brown sugar. I ended up getting the Great Value brand. I do like C&H, but Great Value was a whole dollar cheaper, and definitely every little bit counts. So I didn't pick up any flour, but I did look at the flour prices. So last time I bought flour, It was $1.52 for a 5-pound bag. Now flour is $2.12. So that's another item that has went up. So at this point, pretty much everything that's shelf stable has went up. Luckily, I don't really use that much flour. I saw that muffin top. I thought that was funny. And just, I love looking at the cake mixes, even though I rarely buy any. They were tempting. I almost got that Cinnamon Toast Crunch, but my husband talked some sense into me. So no Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I'm one of those people that advertising companies, I'm their target market. I get sucked into nice packaging all the time. Like, that Captain Crunch box right there, every week I want to buy it. I have not bought it yet. There's my shopping list, just glancing at it again. Oil, couple empty spots, but overall it's looking pretty good. Crisco, still expensive as ever. Vinegar is looking pretty empty, and then someone threw a random taco boat right there. I was like tempted, but no, I can hold my own tacos. That's what hands are made for. And I watched a video where someone's having trouble finding dried beans. Plenty here in Missouri. And they even have the couple big bags in the back right there. Those prices have pretty much stayed the same. It's like $1 a pound of dried beans. That really, I don't think that's changed too much. Robert's calmed me back down. He sees some Mexican chocolate. He was like, let's get this. So yeah, I was like, why not? We've traveled to Mexico several times on cruises, and so I do like Mexican hot chocolate, so I did get sucked into that box. And then he also was just fascinated by the packaging. He's like, this lady looks like Benny Hill, which I'm sure most of you are going to be like, who is Benny Hill? But my husband knows. If you're a child of the 80s, I'm sure you know who Benny Hill is. So he just was like, this lady looks like Benny Hill. I'm like, oh, she kind of does. And then canned veggies, the Great Value, it looks like they're out of like the corn on the lower left corner, but overall it's looking pretty good. And let's see, what is that? Canned mushrooms is looking pretty good. Nice little display of ice cream cups. Resist the urge. And now Robert's like, we need some chicken bouillon. This is what we get. We could make, of course, our own broth. We don't. We buy chicken bouillon, that Better Than Bouillon, whatever it's called. It's really good. Once you open it, you gotta put it in the fridge, but I definitely recommend it. And got 2 jars of those because their shelf life is pretty long. I'm looking for the pizza kit. There's the pizza kit. So they have a lot of pizza kits. Same price. Again, I did not buy any. I resisted the urge. I only resist the urge because they're rarely in. 2 weeks in a row to have that many pizza kits is pretty cool. But the expiration date is less than 6 months out. So I feel like it's just like some stock someone found in a back room that Chef Boyardee's like, oh, look at this warehouse we forgot about. No, I don't want to buy something that's 6 months. It's going to expire in less than 6 months because I still have like 3 or 4 boxes. Each of those pizza kit boxes makes 2 pizzas. So let's see, looking at SpaghettiOs, $3.88 for a 4-pack. That makes it cheaper than the cans. Remember, they used to be like $1.17 and now they're up at $1.26. And there are some places where people say their SpaghettiOs is like $1.50. But I didn't get any because Robert likes the meatballs and we got a bunch from a couple weeks ago. Macaroni and cheese, there's always empty spots in the macaroni and cheese. What else? Oh, I've had a couple people comment about how like I never, like, the store always looks like empty when I go, like where's all the people? For one, I do my best not to record people, and 2, I avoid people. Pandemic, COVID's still a thing. So yes, if there's an aisle that there's a whole bunch of people, I won't record and I'll come back later. So definitely I don't get every aisle if there's a lot of people. And there is a lady unstocking stuff. And then there was this just random guy watching a video in the middle of the aisle and not moving for anyone. It's kind of odd. He was very odd. But yeah, watching a movie. just hanging out. You push that cart around. I saw him like 5 times pushing that cart around. Never bought a thing. Just pushed it around, watching a movie on his iPhone. I don't know if he was waiting for someone. It was a little weird. Guess that's what happens when you go to Friday night. You see the weird ones. All right, so this is the canned meats. So I did not buy any Spam, but Spam is just another example of something went up. Basic Spam can a couple weeks ago was $3.38, and now it is $3.58. We tried these sardines a couple weeks ago. Robert loved them, so we got a couple more of those. I personally don't eat sardines. Robert snacks on sardines. I snack on chocolate. Whatever I'm a sweet person, he's a salty person. And looking at the refrigeration, everything was fine there. I did stop. I got distracted by this makeup aisle. They had this Stitch makeup. And this Care Bears display was from May. And I didn't buy it because it was $14.98. Well, now I bought it today because it was $7.50. So it was shoved in the back of the new Stitch display. So Wet n Wild is like a cheaper makeup if you're not familiar with it. They do all these name brand character things all the time, like every 3 months. It's pretty cool. But it is cheap makeup. But you know what? I grew up on Wet n Wild, so I have no problem with it. I just like all the character branding. And last stop is I do stop by the tampon aisle. And, it was fine. There was a couple empty spots, but there was still tampons to choose from. And sorry, I'm still showing the Wet n Wild. All right, now we're here at the tampons. And what is it up with, like, boxes always being, like, bent? Like, I just don't understand. Like, here's a bent box halfway open. It's like, I don't know if all this damage happens during shipping or I don't know where it's happening, but it's just like everything at Walmart tends to look like crap. And I have to say it's a Walmart thing because the stuff at my local grocery store don't look like that. So here is our items. Again, don't look like much, but that was over $100. Anyway, I hope you all had a wonderful 4th of July, and we will see you next week.